Let me tell you a story. It all began on a Friday night when I was on my way to bed and I needed to pick up a new book. So I was looking at my bookshelf, trying to find a book that I felt like, and I decided I'm in the mood for steampunk. So I picked up The Immorality Engine by George Mann. And I went to bed, started to read, and I fell asleep after a few pages. On Saturday I didn't have that much time to read, so I picked up the book in the evening again and fell asleep after a few pages. On Friday and Saturday I already had trouble getting into the story, but I didn't really worry about it because I was very tired and I only read a few pages. But on Sunday I went on a train to Berlin, so I was looking forward to 2 hours on a train with time to read and no distractions. So I picked up the book, sat down in the train and started to read. But I still couldn't get into the story. I had the funny feeling that I was missing out on something, that I was missing information. So I looked at the front of the book to see if there was any information about other books that the author had written. But there was nothing there. So I continued to read, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was missing out on information here. So I looked at the book again, and on the front it says very small, A Newbery and Hobbes Investigation. And I thought, this is very funny for a standalone book. But yeah, that's the main characters, Mr. Newbery and Miss Hobbes, so I tried to continue reading. And I still have the feeling something's off here. So I looked at the back of the book and it says it's part of a series. Books 1 and 2. Seriously, how can I miss that? I mean, okay, I don't look at the back of the book, but why does it say series here somewhere? So you have to imagine the situation. I'm stuck on a train, this is the only book I packed, and I'm gone 2 days. Yeah, what do? Of course I continued reading, so I ignored all the things that were references to things that happened before. They made me immensely curious about the other books, and I tried to get into the story, understanding the characters and everything. But now I have a problem. What do I tell you about the book? I don't want to spoil the other books, and I don't know what information in this book is spoiling the other books. I'm totally confused here. What I can tell you is that this is an awesome steampunk novel. It's a mystery kind of thing. The two main characters are agents for the Queen, Queen Victoria of course, and they solve mysteries that are there. And in this book we have a thief who's found dead in the gutter. But a few days later a crime in his typical mode is committed, and another day later we find him again dead in the gutter. So they have to solve the problem of the two identical thieves, and yeah, that's what's going on mainly. So that's all I can tell about the story. Let's have a look at the characters. The characters are very interesting. We have a female and a male main character and they solve the mystery. There's some connection between them, but I think it refers a lot to the backstory. So I don't want to spoil that. But the characters are interesting, and I realized reading this book that when you read a series, you only get introduced to the characters properly in the beginning of the series. I thought that was very interesting because I could understand the characters, but there were so many things that were just expected of me to know that I didn't, that probably happened in the books before. And I never realized that in that amount when I read series normally, because you start in the beginning and you continue and watch the characters grow. The steampunk elements in this book are awesome. There are a lot of machines that are just part of society already, and others that are used by the criminals and the agents, and they're all very well described and interesting and intriguing. So I was really captured by that. That's all I can say about the book. I really liked it, and I'm curious about the other books in the series. And have you ever done something stupid like that too? Let me know in comments. Thank you all for watching and have a very nice day. Bye bye.